we keep talking about big guys around the area. That Patrick Bailey, it's a pretty big kid. He's 6'4", I believe.
Now another miss, and Stephen Hash grabs the rebound. He gives it over to Tolikowski. They're going to push the ball up the floor, and a nice job by number 23, Jacob Campbell, of breaking that up as Cody Blankenship, the team captain for Lincoln County, saw daylight in front of him.
I'll tell you, they're doing a real good job of keeping their hands up, playing the passing lanes. I'm waiting on somebody to see a bounce pass maybe.
As Tolikowski, he's not a bounce pass. He'll go behind the back to Blankenship, and he'll go and one if they're calling on the floor. Check that. Close call, but they're going to say on the floor. As that is now the fifth team foul now, on Spring Valley.
The way he exploded to the basket right there, it could have went either way, Tony. He got up pretty quick.
And that was Eli Parker's first foul. Cody Williamson hoists up a long three, no good. Rebound goes to Hunter Wall, and he'll give it over to Tracy Phillips as he'll bring the ball across the half-court line. He's going to get things going underway as the four-guard offense continues to be what Spring Valley will run. And Lincoln County continues to sit in that 2-3 zone, so they must be more concerned about the interior scoring than on the perimeter as they are collapsed down and they're pretty low. Williamson and now Hunter Wall checking in now. Finally, someone other than Eli Parker scores for the Timberwolves as Hunter Wall cashes in on a three-point basket. And it is now 13-12 as that three-pointer by Wall regained the lead for Spring Valley, who was previously owned for Lincoln County for the first time this evening. Cody Williamson give and go. Nice ball movement to Stephen Hash. Airballs
He hit that shot a minute ago. That's a good shot for him to take.
It was that last time. Didn't even hit the rim, and he still didn't hit the rim, but just that time in a bad way. Now Hunter Wall's going to know another wide. There's a 2-foot on the line, and back-to-back possessions. Hunter Wall was open right there on that right wing, and it's never too good, especially when it's right in front of the head coach.
That's right. They just called a foul right there. There must have been some extracurricular activity. 23 on the blue team.
21, I believe, is they're going to give Eli Parker. That's his second personal now.
He picked them up back-to-back pretty quick, didn't he?
That's right. Now that is, excuse me, I don't know if they haven't put up the team foul yet on the scoreboard.
Appears to be a little bit of confusion at the scorer's table, so we'll get it lined out and we'll bring it to you as soon as possible.
I am missing 2 fouls, and I apologize. I normally do a better job. Keep track of this for you folks.
Well, Tony, we got a lot going on tonight. This is our inaugural broadcast. We're like everybody that's tuning in. Thank you, for your support. And just stick with us. As Tony said in the weekly sports show, that, it's a work in progress, but we're going to try to bring the best product we can each and every night to you, our viewers.
And I apologize. I know you guys, if you see me giving too many descriptions, I understand. I'm used to doing radio. I'm not used to having a visual aid per se with me. So I'm excited about being a little more conversational about it, though. I get to be a little more elaborate.
That's right.
But speaking of elaborating, it's 15-12. Spring Valley pushing the lead back up by 3. 5:40 remaining in the first half. As now the ball is inbound to Terlikowski. Alex Elkins is the one that inbounded. He's going to go up the court now. Terlikowski getting ready to run the point. Work on Tracy Phillips. Goes to his right. Picks up his dribble. He's in no man's land. He finds Cody Blankenship, and Blankenship's going to go to the hoop and wide open, and he doesn't connect. And Stephen Hash saves it and couldn't get quite out to Alex Elkins. Nice effort, but Blankenship had the wide open lane, and I thought he had it.
That's happened a few times tonight where the point guard or whoever has the ball gets trapped. Immediately, this Lincoln County team begins cutting to the basket, and that's exceptional out of their team. That's what you're taught to do.
Right. I mean, it was a good shot, so you can't complain about the shot selection if you're Rodney Plumley. And now a shot goes up and missed by Jacob Campbell out of bounds. It's going to stay. No. Going to go with Lincoln County now. As I'm not one to pick sides, but Lincoln County sure is getting a lot of calls here, but maybe they're just committing that many errors. Plumley said in the interview that the one word that he emphasized most on Spring Valley was discipline. So maybe Lincoln County's catching them on an off night. And
that's saying something, too, because their roster only shows 3 seniors, led by looks like what is a pretty strong junior class. So, you got to be thinking you obviously want to do well this year. But, this Spring Valley team is going to be in the same situation Lincoln County is in now next year, where they're going to be senior laden.
Absolutely. And now they get the ball into number 14, Lambert, and they go down and miss the opportunity. And now Hunter Morrison will bring the ball up the floor now. Normally it has been Tracy Phillips, but with him on the bench, Morrison has taken over as the point guard duties. They give her to Matt Conway up in the left-hand corner. Now back up top to Hunter Morrison. Now right-hand side to Campbell.
They just continue to swing the ball out top. Just we got a man running the baseline. They just continue to look for that big shot.
And now they got down low to Bailey, and he goes up and one. The back up big man, Patrick Bailey, getting an and one opportunity.
Well, Tony, as soon as we start thinking three, they throw it inside. Maybe that's part of their game plan.
Maybe he's still going for three. I mean, not the not the greatest. I mean, not the most ideal way of getting it, but it'll work. No coach will complain. Yeah. Now Josh Smith will check in for Cody Blankenship as he got his first personal foul.
That is Zach Chris that checked in. 55.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Chris. Chris is an absolute comedian when we met him the other on
Monday. I tell you, we really enjoyed his interview. You know, when he was talking about coach catching you lacking and putting you on that treadmill.
I think he had that fear in his eyes, man. Like he's like he'd been there before. I think he's seen that treadmill.
Yeah, I feel like he's had to be on that for a while, and that's Bob Huggins style type practice. You know, just put him over on the treadmill and let him work.
Probably
it out.
Not as intense. I mean, Huggins puts that thing on like 30 miles an hour and gets his run for 20 minutes. But we're back to action now as Cody Williamson looking for Chris, and Chris, the big man, looking for it down low. They're going to call a jump ball, but the possession error going back to Lincoln County.
That was some strong hands out of Zach. He grabbed that out of nowhere and forced the jump ball. I know that sounds wild, but that was just about a turnover.
And Plumlee's not happy with that call. He's feeling that Chris was robbed over the back. We're not going to get many borderline calls when you got 6-1 foul difference, and you got the other coach playing his politics over on the visitor side. Now you got Campbell.
25.
Hunter Wall. He now has 8. It is 20-12 as Spring Valley has opened an 8-point lead and has kind of broke a little leak in the tub, and the water's leaking out for Spring Valley. Let's see how they bounce back on from this. As Alex Elkin's going to go from right to left. Get rid of Hunter Lambert, dribbles it off the foot of Morrison, and now Morrison's going to secure the ball. And we have a double dribble.
Ooh.
He dribbled a couple times, pulled with it, and didn't realize it. Started up again and gets hit with a double dribble. And now Cody Blankenship will come back in and replace Cody Williamson. Remember, folks, Lincoln County is without their starting two-guard, Billy Queen, due to sickness. As that's not the first time that's happened this week. As Hunter Lambert is normally the starting point guard, and he is now a backup point guard to Levi Trolikowski, as he had the flu bug on Wednesday and couldn't play against Capital. Now Blankenship, now back over to Alex Elkins, going to go down low to Stephen Hash on that right baseline. He's going to put his dribble down, gives it over to Elkins. Nice no-look pass to Blankenship. He's going to go up and finish with the assist by Hunter Lambert.
Once again, strong around the basket. You know, every time he's going up, he's meeting bodies, folks, in the lane, and he's finishing.
And he breaks the scoreless streak for Lincoln County as they finally get back up, get the offensive numbers flowing again as Cody Blankenship makes it 20-14, cutting the margin down to 6 by Spring Valley with 2:22 exactly on the clock and counting. As the three-pointer goes up, and boy, what a bounce for number 23, Jacob Campbell, as he gets his first points of the night. He now has 3, making the score 23-14. Spring Valley with their largest lead of the night at 9.
I'll tell you what, they've really broken it open here in the second quarter. They came out of that huddle. Whatever their coach said, it worked.
Chris with the offensive rebound, trying to go back up strong with it, and he does. Chris coming off the bench and getting some valuable points for Coach Plumlee.
He's going to be happy with that effort.
Everybody's got to be happy with that effort. That was 110% all him on that one. He got the offensive rebound. He battled the 2 guys and went back up with it. He did everything except draw a foul. And now he gets the defensive rebound. So Chris getting some stats right now. Hunter Lambert over to Blankenship. He's going to go to the lane, pull up jump shot, partially blocked, but Chris down there battling with Matt Conway, and Conway comes up with the rebound and gives it over to Jacob Campbell, and now hands it over to Morrison as he'll bring the ball back up the floor from the Timberwolves. And we have a timeout on the floor to Spring Valley. Let's see if it will be a 30-second timeout as they cross the half-court line. 1:18 exactly remaining. 23-16 is your score. Spring Valley by 7.
I'd like to take this time. There's been a few people along the way that's helped us out tremendous. Anyone that's bought anything online in the past 2 months knows what a rush it is to try to get it in the holiday season. You know, just the shipping is just nuts around the country. We had a couple parts back ordered on us, and I'd like to thank Scott Goff of Bethel Temple, Nolan, West Virginia. He came through in a really big way for us, providing the sound equipment you're hearing us on WVSN. So Scott and all the members of Bethel Temple, I'd like to thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't got to meet you yet personally, but when I do, I'm definitely going to shake your hand because this definitely wouldn't be possible without you, Scott. And again, thank you on behalf of myself and West Virginia Sports Network. And we have more. We'll get around to them. There's plenty. We can't even begin to count how many people we need to thank. But back to action for temporarily time being is Hunter Morrison, giving over now to the right side to number 44, Colton Brewer, who's checked into the game for Spring Valley.
That appeared to be an errant pass, and looks like he got his arm.
The foul is going to be on 52.
Mr. Hash.
Mr. Stephen Hash. And
that was Bailey sneaking in there. Pass from the side there. He snuck in. Good little 4-foot jumper.
Patrick Bailey now gets on the board. That's his first basket. Now we got Cody Blankenship on the other end, now giving over to Lincoln County. Now back to Blankenship. Tries to go down low, and it's stolen away, trying to force that pass down low. Probably not what Coach Plumley wanted, and he doesn't look too happy about it. As now Hunter Morrison crosses the line and gets it now under 30 seconds. Over to number 23, Campbell. Shot up and no good by Colton Brewer. Rebound going to the big man back up, Patrick Bailey. He stepped on the end line, and now Lincoln County will get a chance to close out the half in a good way as they're down by 9, and they'll probably be going for the last shot if I were to guess with 23.1 seconds. They're down 25-16.
Well, definitely want to make it a quality shot. There's been almost 7.5 minutes of basketball, over 7.5 minutes of basketball, and they've scored 4 points. That's not going to sit well with Coach Plumley.
No, absolutely. You're not going to win many games doing that either, but that's why they play the game, and that's why they make a second half. Now we have another turnover. Hunter Lambert was not looking for the pass from Stephen Hash. Now we're going the other way. Shot up, no good. Still time left on the clock. 4.1 seconds remaining as the ball was tipped out of bounds by Matt Conway, I believe. And now checking back into the game is Cody Williamson, who started out hot, and we haven't heard much from him since.
Let's see if I try to do a two-pass and shoot real quick.
And, well, you were right. They had the right idea. Just a little too much pressure right there. Nice defensive pressure, I should say, by Hunter Morrison. For Spring Valley, he's going to take the ball out, and he's going to try to inbound the pass.
Well, with .8, that is from what I understand, it is a catch-and-shoot number.
Right. Anything less than that's got to be tipped unless it's under .4, I believe.
That's right.
And that's halftime. And first quarter, it was pretty even. Second quarter, we'll give it to Spring Valley as they hold Lincoln County to 4 points on 2 field goals and makes the score 25-16 at half here at the Panther Pavilion at Lincoln County High School in Hamlin, West Virginia. We're going to here take a quick message from these sponsors, and we'll come right back with some more we'll give some halftime coverage, and then we'll get back to the second half of action. So keep it locked in here on wvsportsnet.com, the home of West Virginia Sports Network, your sports voice of the Valley.